Hello guys and girls, Robin Leeson here, and I help ambitious people escape their average life they feel trapped in. And today I want to talk to you, if I can move my hair, about maximising your motivation. Now it is the perfect day for me to do this because this day comes once a year. People usually naturally feel more motivated at the beginning of a week, at the beginning of a month, and at the beginning of a year. And today, it's a Monday, so it's the beginning of the week, it's still the beginning of January, and it is a brand new year. Which is so exciting because regardless of how last year went for you, whether it was really good or really bad, it's a fresh start. So whatever was on the scoreboard in 2022, it's wiped clean now. We're all starting on the same start line. You can forget about it, you can let it go, whether you did good or bad, because your good achievements aren't going to carry through to the new year, and your bad achievements can be left, or whatever didn't go well for you, can be left in 2022, okay? So today I'm going to speak to you and share some tips about how you can really maximise on your motivation. Not sure what's going on with the shadow. My phone is up on the stand there and the sun is also beaming through the window. So sorry about this, but there we go. Okay, so by the way, if you're watching this live, drop a number 1 in the chat. If you are watching this on a replay, comment a number 2 so that I can reply to you. And don't forget to share this, especially if you're watching on Facebook. It's very simple for you to share. You just hit the share button. And sharing is caring. So make sure you hit share. Also let me know where you're coming in from, because I'm starting to connect with a lot of people around Europe. So I'd love to know where you're coming in from. So now is the perfect time, because you probably naturally feel motivated. You're like, this is the year. This is the year I'm going to be healthy. This is the year I'm going to get all my debt paid off. This is the year I'm going to travel. This is the year I'm going to start that business. This is the year I'm going to whatever, fill in the blank, okay? This is the year. This is the year you're going to take that course. This is the year you're going to get that promotion. Whatever it is, this is the year. So you naturally already feel like that right now because it's a Monday. It's the beginning of the month. It's the beginning of the year, okay? So here's how you can maximise on that, okay? What I want to encourage you to do is today, even better this morning, or as soon as you're done watching this video, is to take one action towards it, okay? So if your goal is, this is the year I'm going to get healthy, your one action could be signing up to a gym. Your one action could be going to the link in my bio and ordering your health plan. Your one action could be joining a running club. Your one action could be ordering some gym gear, okay? Because there's not much that motivates you more than having some nice, new, sexy gym gear to wear to the gym, okay? So what's one action? I'm not asking you to go out and run a marathon. You could just put your trainers on and run around the block. That could be an action, okay? But take one action, take one step right now, this morning, today, towards it, okay? Because then you've already started the process. Whereas if it's always up here and you're like, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to start my health plan, I'm going to clean up my nutrition, I'm going to drink more water. It's one of my goals, and I'm already halfway through this bottle. It will never come, okay? Because it's all up here, it's not actually materialising in the physical world. So take one action immediately that starts the process, okay? And then tip number 2 is add layers of accountability. So one of the hardest things about changing your routine or achieving a goal or anything like this is it usually requires some changes to your life. Changes in what you currently do, changes in your routine, changes in you as a person, okay? And so that can be difficult when it's just you doing it. Okay, so if you add layers of accountability to the goal that it is you want to achieve, I promise you, your chances of achieving that are going to be so much higher because you've got those layers of accountability. So as an example, I've set a lot of goals. I've shared my goals with Jack. I've set up tracking sheets that I have to fill in every single day. I've shared my goals with a few of my friends as well, and I know that they'll be checking in on me to be like, hey, how's this going? How's that going? Okay, because that's the kind of friendships I've cultivated, right? If your friends aren't doing that for you, you need to get some new friends. I'll do it for you. Message me what your goals are. I will hold you accountable, okay? But add these layers of accountability so that there's consequences if you don't do it, okay? If you say, I'm going to run around the block 3 times a week, and you've told your friend to keep you accountable on that, or you've signed up for a running club and you've said, right, I need to come to this 3 times a week, and you go twice in 1 week, you need someone to be like, you said you were going to run 3 times a week. You've only done 2. What's going on? You need that accountability to keep you focused and to make it more uncomfortable for you to not achieve that thing, okay? For you to not show up for yourself, all right? Because it's, for some reason, we'll always show up more for other people than we will for ourselves, which is completely backwards, especially women. I don't know why we do it, but we do. So if you can use that to your advantage, you could even speak to a friend and be like, right, let's be running buddies, let's be gym buddies, let's be walking buddies, whatever it is you want to do. If you know that someone's waiting for you to meet them early in the morning to go for a run, when that alarm goes off and you're in bed, you're going to be like, I have to get up. I can't let that person down. I have to go meet them and go for the run. So having that extra level of accountability, having a running buddy or a gym buddy or whatever it might be, if you're in business, maybe you've got an accountability partner that you meet up with on Zoom once a week. If it's that you want to read more, maybe it's you do a book club with someone. Just adding someone that you can kind of go through this with that has similar goals to you, and you have to have similar goals. You can't one of you have these goals and one of you have those goals. Kieran, exactly, accountability is key. So also, kind of, it's almost a separate tip, but it comes under the accountability banner, is to enroll the people around you into the goal, okay? So if you're on this healthy eating kick, or if you're wanting to change your diet, or if you're wanting to really focus on your business or whatever it might be, you need to enroll the people that are around you into that goal, and you need to explain to them, right, this is the goal that I've set, this is why I've set it, this is what I need to change, this is how I'm feeling, this is the vision I have for what I can achieve, and this is why it needs to happen now. What does that look like? Well, it's going to look like we're going to need to change our evening meals up. It's going to look like I'm going to be going to the gym more often in the evenings, and I'm going to need you to look after the kids, or whatever it might be. I need to dedicate the time to my business, so I'm not going to be as present during these hours in the day because that's what I've dedicated to grow my business. But on Sundays, family day, I'm there, I'm present all day, phones away, blah, 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 okay? But if you just go for it, if you just start changing all of these things without enrolling the people closest to you, you're going to run into problems because there's going to be resistance and they're not going to understand, and you're not going to have their buy-in. You might find that your partner or whoever's like, do you know what, great idea, I want to do that with you too, I'm on board, let's do this, let's clean up our eating, let's go for a family walk 3 times a week, whatever it might be, okay? It's going to make it easier if your environment understands what needs to change and why it's happening, okay? A lot of people, especially in my business, when they have like unsupportive partners, for example, I always say to them, like, have you actually explained to your partner what you're doing and why you're doing it and what that means for your family? Because a lot of the time, they just don't enroll people in their vision. So it feels like it's separating when actually you're starting this business or whatever to do more for your family, to create more memories, to do all of these things, but they don't understand that unless you explain it to them, unless you talk to them, unless you communicate. So communication is key when you're changing up your routine, when where you're spending your time and energy and money and stuff is going to suddenly change. You need to communicate that to the people around you. Otherwise, it's going to become too uncomfortable, there's going to be too much resistance, and you will quit on yourself. So I hope you got value from this today, guys. If you did, drop me some hearts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the share button. I appreciate all of your shares and I will be sure to comment on them. Have an incredible Monday. Let's get after this. Go take your action towards your goal and set up your accountability structure, and message me and let me know what it is that you did. Have an awesome day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.